It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Pats and the reigning AFC champs, and it comes your way next.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. It should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the New England Patriots. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, CD, this is a passing league. I don't think you would argue that thought. But our ball game here features a couple of teams with strong offensive lines that really like to work the ground game.
And you and I have both heard from different people in the league who's saying that it's becoming a little bit of a lost art in the NFL, the ability to run the football. And we've heard from defensive coordinators who tell us that they play the pass first. That's not something you normally hear. But these two offenses, they're true to who they are. Both ranked in the top 5 in terms of rushing yardage. I think they're both going to use those massive offensive lines to try and wear down these defenses.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on third down, Cobb. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Uncorks one for Davis. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw on 2nd down, Cobb. Finding Herndon here on the completion. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Cobb. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. It'll continue to be. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Off play action. Cobb to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The kick by Carlson is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. So this is... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going up top for Taylor, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a handoff, Taylor with it, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Cobb. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 1:58 left to play. Time. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down. Cobb. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Touchdown! He's got it at the 2. Michael Pittman is first. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Room past the 20. They find some open field here. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 68 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. You have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run, and you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Cobb. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, Cobb. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, Cobb. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Craig. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. Cobb. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Pittman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Pats, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year.